Well, Cowboy Jim, Fort Mac, hey, my goodness. Boy, being banned from YouTube's a pretty good way of inspiring you to realize that you kind of miss not sitting in front of the laptop. I don't know what has happened to people. I go out amongst the people and, gee, everyone's walking into street light posts or crossing streets at the wrong time because they're just staring at their phone. I don't understand that, although I just looked at my phone. And I don't understand it. Really, I don't. But anyways, I'm going to. There's a little thing on my screen. It's a mini pause, sort of. It's not a. I'm sorry about that. It's a pause thing next to the record thing, and gee, I hope it just doesn't get carried away. I'm moving that little arrow thing away from it quite a ways away. So, um, I had the joy of going to the Calgary Stampede. I always used to go there by myself, and it's not fun. It's cheaper. I mean, buy something to eat, you only have to pay for one. Oh, I would rather pay for two. Three would be better, but two would work. Anyways, on the Saturday night, I went back after I bought a bunch of tickets at the Stampede. I guess I'm a gambler at heart, and anyways, I bought the Dream Home ticket and a few other tickets, and they didn't have much this year. Usually, I was kind of looking forward to buying a ticket on a Corvette, and they didn't even have a Corvette there. I couldn't believe it. Shocking. But I think maybe the Stampede, being as it's the first year since the pandemic, that just is kind of wreaking havoc. Oh, jeez, I better not talk about that or I'll get kicked off YouTube again. Oh, freedom of speech, where did you go? Sure. Yep, we'll cease and desist on that subject. But, anyways, here. Bought all my tickets. I headed back to my elder sister. I think I had mentioned she's 13 months older than I am, and kind of was getting lined up to lay down on that Chesterfield of hers, and dear Lord, the whole family came over. My elder sister's husband is 77. Do you know that I'm 72? And age, that insidious enemy of joy and exuberance and other things that I have a vague recollection of, just kind of creeps up on you, rips your heart out, and is rather, shall we say, debilitating for most people. But for me, I never even noticed. I mean, I looked in the mirror, not often and sure not long, but I sure did not think I was uh, looked upon as being old. I mean, come on. Gee, I'm as, well, I used to say, feel like a stud colt, getting ready to interview his first mare. But that could be looked upon, shall we say, if you're not a rancher, as being somewhat, shall we say, polite. Sorry, hardly get kicked off YouTube for that, perhaps. Um, anyways, I don't like crowds. And I thought, how can I sleep on this Chesterfield tonight when there are probably going to be three people lined up to take shifts on the stupid Chesterfield? So I bid my adieu and headed for my son's place in east of Ennisville. That's that's my eldest son, and he has two boys. I have two sons and four grandchildren in my lineage. In my particular family, we throw male children, and they usually come out talking. They're so big and all that sort of stuff, and rather hard on the ladies. That the lady that I was married to, let me tell you, the first child came out at 10 pounds too. Just about was talking, saying, "Dad, you want to go out and play catch or something?" And I thought, "Oh dear Lord!" But anyways, I went there and I texted my grandson. He's a country music singer, and he's some good. His name's Cole Martin. If you ever want to watch a kid, he's 23 now, but he's been singing since he was 14 when he went home from school one day and told his mom, "I'm going to be a country music singer, and so I should really buy a guitar." And they went out and bought the cheapest guitar they could find from China. Well, that's better than the COVID that China. I won't say that. Yeah. Oh, but I thought it. And anyways, my grandson had been out at a gig and singing his little heart out. Big heart, big man. Boy, I tell you, my my progeny, they're not small. I don't really understand that. It must be a reflection of the size of my heart because they're big. I mean, forget ever doing the Heimlich on one of my grandsons. Boy, I'm telling you, you wouldn't get your arms around their chest and or upper diaphragm. You there's no way. Okay, yeah. And anyways, grandson, he asked where I was, and I told him. I said, I'm in my little tiny trailer at your dad's place, and just about to go to sleep. He said, "Well, could you stay up?" And he said, "We'll be there in 20 minutes." I said, "Of course." So I got up and I went out and told my grandson. I said, he said he'd really like to talk to me for a while. I said, I'd enjoy that. I said, why don't we sit around the campfire? And he said it was a good idea. And so we all sat around the campfire, and my grandson brought his guitar out. Oh, children. Oh, Martin. Spotify, I don't know what that is, but you hit the right button, you can hear him sing. And we sat around and just so enjoyed ourselves. He sang his heart out for me. When I go to a gig that he's playing at, uh, he just treats me with such dignity and respect, and he always introduces me to the crowd. And when he's singing, trust me, there's usually a crowd, and we just enjoyed. And I don't know what it is about a fire pit and smell of smoke just wafting through your hair. Hopefully, not getting too close and getting the ends burned off, but nonetheless, I do stay back a bit. But to listen to that boy sing and sit with my elder son and his beautiful, beautiful lady, uh, and I mean, she is a cook. I cook, trust me. I never did marry premised on the idea that the woman could probably outcook me. That wasn't what I married for. Hey, in fact, it wasn't. And but as good a cook as I am, and I'm not bad. I hate doing dishes, so not a good thing. But I do them, but I don't enjoy it. But anyways, my daughter-in-law lost 40 pounds. And I thought, woman, you haven't quit cooking, have you? And it is so astounding to see a lady and who was pleasantly plump. And I look for a trim, athletic lady. And I'm telling you, when you're 72, it's kind of hard to find. So it's really hard to find. And but that girl, she just decided she is going to quit eating for a bit, and she just really is in good shape now. But anyways, we sat by the fire, listened to my grandson sing his heart out, and talked and had a good time with family. And next morning got up and I I I'm I don't do well with crowds. I don't do well with a lot of people. I kind of, oh, I've spent so many years by myself, even in a crowded room, and I observe, I watch people, and I try to understand, how and what it is that turns her crank, and how did I become like this? Well, I know how I became like this. I remember, and but this is the way I am. This is what I appear and like all those things. So, anyways, I headed north the next morning and came back to Fort McMurray, Alberta, Canada. And I told as many people as I could about my YouTube channel. I missed on that Aussie I met. Uh, I wished I'd mentioned it to him. I'm telling you, I have ancestors in Ireland. They don't even know that I do videos, and it's kind of unfortunate. And so, if any of you out there happen to have family in various parts of the world, tell them to dial in once or twice. There are some good videos on here. My son's miracle, my lost son. Hey, I talk about the Creator, and if that bothers you, screw off. It's your choice. It's my choice. We're all created equal. There's not a bit of room for racism in this world, which incidentally is pretty screwed. But we won't go there. When I get kicked off YouTube again. I mean, keep it benign. Jeez. So, children, thank you for taking the time and watching this crazy old rancher slash cowboy slash spread eagled on the ground after getting bucked off most any horse I ever got on. I'm actually not that bad, but I'm not that good at riding horses. Not that good at staying married either. 3 wives, ex-wives. Oh, jeez. Them's the breaks, children. Can't win 'em all. So I'm told. So thank you for watching my stuff. Okay, you want you want a bit of entertainment? You look back in my videos and you just type in Cowboy Jim quicksand. Uh, oh, if you have a serious side about you, uh, look up Cowboy Jim forgiveness. Uh, hard subject, hard subject, or Cowboy Jim justice. When I was a kid, we had justice. Nowadays, it takes a year and a half to bring someone before a judge who is beating the ever loving hell out of you because you let them. Jeez. Listen, you have a good day and God bless you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege and the honor of doing a video. I'll probably only have another 10 or 12 to do today in order to compensate for the missing I've had of not doing videos over the last. I thought I was going to be banned for 90 days, but it turns out that somebody's math was off and it's working again. God bless. Say, don't you be afraid of being nice to one another. It won't cost you much, and the dividends are bigger than you might imagine. God bless you now.